Hello everyone, so recently I went to go and see the Twilight Zone at the Ambassador Theatre. Now, the Twilight Zone was #iconic. I went to go and see it with my friend Yulia, and we both loved it. It was both incredible. Now, I actually, I've written down my key thoughts about the show. I said, to kind of encapsulate the whole show, I said, a show which makes you question where reality and imagination meets, with a selection of scenes wrapped in emotion covering today's themes, although being written 60 years ago. This play is 6 different scenes, there's a few different scenes, and they all tackle themes that were probably relevant when the show was originally made, which The Twilight Zone was a TV show in the late 50s, early 60s, and tackles themes from then, which are still relevant now. And it's just amazing, and like, I can't cope. So all the different storylines don't merge with each other at all. They're all very different, and they all follow their own path. And they are dotted around the 2.5 hours. The show is 2.5 hours with a 20-minute interval, and it's just so good. Like I can't do it. It's still got me questioning now, and I saw it about 4 days ago. It is just genuinely incredible. I love it. I think it's amazing. So I should start off by talking about the cast, really. I can't really tell you much about the story because I want you to go and all experience it for yourself. Just know that it's very Black Mirror-esque, and yeah, that's the best way to put it. There's some really cool storylines. But yes, I think the casts are exceptional. They're amazing. The multi-rolling is beautiful as well. I think they've all done a good job. So it's a cast of 10, and they do such a great job. They all play several roles each, and it's just, they're really good. So I can't really just talk about 1 or 2 of them, so I'm going to talk about all of them. And yeah, I'm going to go through the list. So first we've got Oliver Alvin Wilson, who I actually saw recently in Nine Night. He was incredible. He served me multi-rolling realness, and he played so many different emotions within this show, and so many different types of characters, and different age ranges. I think he really pulled that off, and I really enjoyed that about the production. And also, it was very nice to see him play such different roles to what I saw him in Nine Night. If you want to see my review on Nine Night, it's on my channel, so I'll link it below. But yes, he was, I really loved the emotions he played, and I thought he did an excellent job. Aisha Bailey, now, I really loved her, and I thought she really tackled the heightened characters very well, and because I'm doing about that currently at the moment in drama school, and I think it's so interesting to see all the cast play these heightened characters, but I felt like she just encapsulated it so well. It is quite heightened, I think, because it is like this late 50s, early 60s TV show, and the themes and the stories that surround it is quite heightened as well. So yeah, she does an amazing job at the heightened physicalities and the vocals. Amazing, really enjoyed her. Look who's back in the house. Click, click, click. So, Natasha J. Barnes, amazing. I actually saw her in Funny Girl. She's really iconic, and in this show, she actually gets to sing a little bit, and my lord, she's giving me jazz, sultry, sexy, everything, honey, and it's amazing. Natasha J. Barnes has a plethora of talent. Oh, that's a wonderful word. A plethora of talents, and singing is one of them, as well as many other things. And she gets singing this, and it's beautiful. That's another reason why you should definitely go and see the show, because her song in it is really cool, and it's part of one of the stories, and it's a really cool sequence. Would recommend. And she brings a lot of pizzazz to the show, and I love that. So on to Adriana Bertola. She's kind of like the show stealer for me, because she's iconic. Adriana Bertola is like this little she's quite small. She's like, I was reading her like spotlight. That sounds really weird. It seems like I've stalked her. I do it with every show that I see, so I can see what people have been in and what their talents are and everything. And she's like really small, and she played like all the younger characters in the show, and I think that's iconic. And also, ventriloquism is in this show, and she does that, and I'm like, can you do it, sissy? Can you do it, or is it? And like, I'm gagged because it's so cool. It's so good. So she is amazing. And then on to Daniel Crossley, who is brilliant, by the way. He was probably one of my favourite storylines, which was like this dream sequence that Tasha J. Barnes was in. He's excellent, and he also plays the narrator, and I mean, obviously, through costume and wigs and stuff, you'd obviously want someone to look the same to the narrator from the original series, but it was like uncanny, like it was actually ridiculous, and he was amazing as well. Just looking at my notes here, yeah, his storyline was amazing. I'm trying to go from my notes, which are like sprawled across the page. Dyfan Dwyfor, I think I'm saying this wrong. I think it's Welsh. Amazing, loved the storyline, was iconic, was fun, was really good, really enjoyed it. Neil Haig, amazing. He plays a tall alien, which is really cool, really funny, and he brings a lot of comedy to the show. Because the show's, I wouldn't say the show's dark. The show really makes you think, and he brings like the little elements of comedy, and I really love that. Nicholas Karimi, oh, excellent. Loved him in the nuclear scene. He brought so much to the themes of that scene. Was really, really interesting. Very, very interesting. Very much liked him in that scene. Was iconic. Lauren O'Neill, loved her storyline. Her storyline was to do with on the same storyline as Adriana Bartola, who played one of the younger characters, the Marquis storyline, which was amazing. Now, which when I finish talking about the cast, I'm going to quickly go back to the storyline, because there's something really cool about this show. But yeah, really love Lauren O'Neill. She played a lot of different characters, which was really cool. And I really loved her different characterizations. I thought they were really cool. And then the last person in the cast, Matthew Steer, who resembles very similarly to Kristen Ball. Looks very similar. I was like, huh, you look a little bit like Kristen Ball. And I thought that was pretty cool. He was exceptional. He was also a bit of a scene stealer. He played some of the weirder characters, and he did it so well. In the dream sequence storyline, he was giving me MC from Cabaret vibes, and then in the first scene, oh my gosh, just iconic. Really, really good acting. Really loved the characterization. Thought it was beautiful. Now, I need to go back to the storylines. So, there's 6 episodes from the original Twilight Zone that they've actually adapted for the stage version. I think they were like the best stories that they had on Twilight Zone. I don't know. I've only seen like a couple of little bits of the Twilight Zone, but I'm really intrigued by that. So I want to go back and watch everything that I saw on the stage, but in TV form, if that makes sense. Catch my drift? So yes, so that's the cast. All amazing. I know some of that was really fast, but I like to just keep them short and sweet, do you know what I mean? Because I wanted to talk about all of them. Usually I only talk about a couple of them. To the direction, Richard Jones, great direction, uses space wonderfully, was iconic, and I liked how the direction was very similar, I feel like, to maybe as you would direct on TV. I think is the best way to describe it. But very beautiful, and I liked it. And with some of the scenes and stories, you have to show like a different dimension, and the way that they showed that through, you know, scene changes and transitions was beautiful. Really loved that. Which takes me on to choreography, which I didn't realise they had choreography in the show, and then I thought back and I was like, they did. Iconic. Aletta Collins, iconic choreography, especially in the dream sequence. They are giving me little jazzy movements, and I'm like, sis, living for it. I look crusty, sorry everyone, but yes, living for it. Beautiful. I would just say go and see it for the choreography. It's iconic. And then special effects by Richard Wiseman and Will Houston. Amazing. Now, I think I vaguely read that one of the illusionists was actually worked on Mythbusters, which was iconic. The illusions in the show are amazing, so cool. Some of them you know how they work, but some of them you're like, how? That's very interesting, it's so cool. But yes, really cool, and I like how I feel like they incorporated some of the stage like management team in the cast for some of the scene changes, and they came on with these cool outfits and looked really cool, really delicious. But yes, the illusions were amazing. Go and see it for the illusions, sis. I'm just kind of shook. By it all. And then composer and sound design was by Sarah Anglis. Now the sound plays a big role, and the sound design and the composing of the music plays a big role in this show, because the sounds add so much, a bit like a horror film, or if you watch something like Black Mirror, the orchestrations of the music play a big way to how you think about the pieces, I think. And it was amazing, and yeah, it was really good. I thought it really worked well with the scenes. I would definitely recommend going to see The Twilight Zone. I actually give it 5 stars because sis, I was shook. But yeah, it was amazing. Really, really, really enjoyed it. And I want to go back again. I want to take my friends to go and see it. After seeing it once, I want to see it again. And I also want to see it again to work out how they did some of the things. They had this illusion with cigarettes, how they kept on appearing. They're like, wait, I don't smoke. But yeah, and also the themes within the show are so relatable to today. Like, you know, it's hard because I feel like every person within the audience took something different away from it. Because when me and my friend were on our way home, we were conversing about it, and we both kind of got different things from it, but not in a bad way, but like in a way of being like, oh, that's really interesting because I thought this. And I'd definitely say go and see it. I'll post a link below on where to get tickets and everything like that. And yeah, I feel like this is very sporadic, and I'm very sorry about that. But yes, go and see it if you can. If you have seen it, let me know what your favourite storyline or your favourite character is, and we can start a discussion in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, do all that good, and I will see you soon.